Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to 7 Days to Die Afterlife. It's episode number 2. We're just getting started with things. We just finally found town, got established, and where we're established is not a good place to be. This is not where we want to stay. This is not going to be our personal home. But I think what this can be is a day 7, day 14 even, safe horde base. We could put up a fight here if we wanted. I think realistically we could be looking more along the lines of just trying to stay safe for those first couple of horde nights, as the difficulty level is such that we're not in a position to really fight off a horde properly. But there's plenty of buildings around, plenty of places to get started on looting, and we're going to have to find a suitable home before too long. It looks like anything nearby here isn't going to be great. We're probably going to have to venture in another direction to see if we can find something with a little bit more staying power. The next task we had to do, though, was craft a torch, and we're going to do that now. I think we're also going to go ahead and shut this puppy down, save that fuel, and they want me to place the torch here. Goes on the back. Great slot to have it in. With the ignition of the torch, the darkness abates, and nightfall seems less daunting. You open the guidebook again to where you left it. Its imbalanced weight confirms that the book has imparted all it can. The remaining pages allude to the need to protect oneself from wildlife, with no mention of the living dead. Luckily, flesh, rotting or not, largely reacts the same to weaponry. You discard the guidebook and consider your next move. That's the basics done on here. We do have a couple quests left, like a way to obtain water. We need a wooden bucket. We need a tarp. We will get to that soon enough, but I think we also need to begin some of the short prep on how to keep enemies off the top of this tower, namely taking out the bottom rungs. We're going to get plenty of interest in doing this, though. So crouching, hiding, 2,000. It's going to take a little bit to break down. I don't need to necessarily do all of it now, but we'll start on this project. I went ahead and crafted our first stone pickaxe, our first basic one. This is a new tool brought in by the mod. And outside of it being level 0 and hard on stamina, it definitely does a bit better job. So I've encountered my first clean water in the world. We can go ahead and pick it up from the barrel. I can also pick up the barrel and take it up to the rooftop with me to store water. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drink a couple of the waters I have. I'm going to take the other couple and fill the water barrel with them so I can take the empty jars with me to go collect things while we're out there. So that gives me 2 water at least in reserve. It's not much, but it's a start. I'm going to also make a spear as my spear. Oh, the weather's turning on me here. Spear's not looking so great. I'll be careful where I go and what I do, but having a spare steer as we do get a little bit of a storm here. And now you can loot straight from things like the firewood stacks and whatnot. I'm gonna have to go gather more large stone. Definitely got a fight on our hands. Oh, a couple of them coming in. This is that challenge that I'm facing right now. Just it takes so long to bring one zombie down that it's a real challenge. And the biker over there in the middle of the road would be an instant death sentence for me. But I'm also cold. I need to get inside. Working stiff tools over there. Again, that's not going to be a place that has good decor. No, please don't chase me down. Very much in the hide and seek mode at the moment. So if there's no dog here in this backyard. It's not a place that I want to go in at this exact moment, but I'll take that medical journal. Okay, looks like we got a couple zombies over here. This shouldn't be bad. This is an easy place. I should be able to get a forge ahead out of the concrete mixer there. And yes, there is a forge ahead and some clay. I guess while I'm here, I'll take the other resources. The sand. Love that you don't have to whack it or hit it with a shovel anymore. What you can do, though, to whack something, is you can get nails out of pallets quickly and easily enough. Got up on that ledge just there. There we go. And there goes the spear. Can't repair it, so we gotta scrap it. Got a club out of there. That's a good backup weapon to have. Hitting her actually got her to run away. Those two are wanting to eat her. She ran away successfully though. I guess we'll let her go. Worry about that later. Another flashlight. I certainly don't need two of them. Oh, they're both coming for me. Spear's level 4. Okay, big boy. Easy enough to fight alone. Takes an extra hit. That was 7. Finesse goes up. Combat level 3. Okay, we picked up some impractical shoes. Completely useless under any normal circumstances. And it actually even decreases mobility. So we definitely want to scrap this one. Take the cloth for it. And we do have some basic decor items, and I think our temporary base could at least use some basic decor. I'm going to have to get a land claim block up there as well, just for the safekeeping part of it. So we're going to take this decor back and give us a little bit of something to... Ah, here's an item I need right here. We're going to take the tarp off of these bricks, and that's going to gather the tarp that we needed. Now we just need a wood bucket. Paper also very important. We're going to take our paper as well. Pretty full from picking those things up. We're right next to our little temporary base, so we're going to head back and unload. We are coming to an end for day number 2. If I'm going to get any credit for the decor, not that I necessarily need it yet, I do need to get a land claim block made, and that is going to take quite a bit of large stone. A lot of large stone. But we're going to have to sit tight for the evening. Oh no, biker. He came down. He came down. We were doing so good when he was... Oh, it's night now. It's night. Retreat is not working. Retreat is not working. Oh, he packs a punch. Goodbye, world. Goodbye, world. Biker, not somebody you want to fight in the early stages of this game. Like, not somebody you want to fight after about a week. Well, let's close this. That closes off one pathway to us. And we're going to have to hide out for the night. And it's morning, and we've immediately been greeted by a couple ladies ready to say hello. All clear for the moment. First project is to at least secure one side of the tower by getting this other. Looks like we're gonna have more friends coming soon. It's just early morning here. Well, it's 2 again, and another runner. Perception growing stronger, that's good. So first thing, we're going to take down the second ladder section here, and then I'm going to go gather some large stone. My spear is not going to last much longer. My axe is not going to last very long. We've got to have some large stone as a backup, which we don't have currently. Ooh, a loot bag. 2 shotgun weeklies and some steel. There's a dead deer that just finished getting eaten by this guy. That was a deer that had an arrow in it, so that was the one that I shot about a day ago. Looks like the zombies that were chasing that deer lost interest and decided they were more interested in me. There we go, spear's level 5, also helping. Halfway to day 1 level. The mini biker, definitely not like the one that killed us last evening. Still tougher than the average smaller, muddier type, but not significantly. Crawl over here. A little difficult to reach him. There we go. Now, a land claim block to start trying to get a boost as we pick up a third. Ooh, I'm heavy just like that. That chair was heavy. Okay. Do I need that chair then? Yeah, that's the heavy thing. So that's not all the weight though, is it? Alright. I guess we'll take this stuff back. Alright, a few more items added, decor-wise. Still not getting credit until we get the land claim block place, though. I need 30 large stone for that. We currently have 3. We're going to have to keep working on the large stone, especially when my spear is about to break. Let's go ahead and take what we have. Get those made up. Read those couple of shotgun weeklies. I can make a pipe shotgun. I'm a player that's not opposed to using shotguns. I will use them. I gotta keep an eye out for that screamer that was here. She may have moved on by now. It's been almost a day since then. This is right next door to my house, by the way. It's Trader Rekt. But we'll quickly see that it's very much not Trader Rekt. Front has been blown to smithereens. And Trader Rekt is long gone. There's definitely some lootable items here. Ooh, a tier 3. Yes, please. Now, traders aren't completely out of the game. The traders themselves are. But this is what you get in their place. Old money can be cashed in for dukes. And there are vending machines in the world that you can use your dukes on. And as you can see from this, there's lots of additional weapons. And there's plenty of food for us as well. But with 10 dukes, we're not going to get very far with that at the moment. I will definitely venture back here later, being that it's right next to our outpost. We're just fine. We're just fine. We'll get back here easy. So what I'm looking for here for the moment is a big rock. And go collect our large stone very quickly, very easily, but we do not want to lose sight of the road. That's for sure. There's a small rock. There she is. There's a big stone right there. We'll head over there in just a second. And it's improved, gathering level 3. Mining's about to hit level 3. We're up to 8 large stones at the moment. Very important to keep your bearings when it comes to not having a map or compass. Got somebody's attention here. They can get up here. What I can't do though is find them. That's the baby biker. This tree is wreaking havoc on my ability to see what's kind of going on around me. I have to gather some wood while I'm at it. Oh, that was our baby biker coming back for us. Okay. Pickaxes grows to level 2. At this point, the kind of the rate of progression, instead of taking big chunks, big jumps as you go level to level or tier to tier, here basically you gain 1 hit point more of damage every time. And that's about it. I think across the whole thing, as I was only off by 4 and it was already half done, I think when I leveled up, I should be able to finish this one 1 hit less than what it took to get the last. And I'm getting 6 large stone every time, so it's not going to take us long to get what we need, except when these kind of issues come along and we find ourselves needing a replacement tool. Oh, we're still off by 4. Oh, we're up to 28 now. That'll get me the land claim block made. That'll be done in 30 seconds. That'll lower our weight, I think, a fair bit. Baby lumberjack. There we go. Added quite a bit of weight. Stamina's coming up a little slow. My water is getting low. And there we go. Stronger. I've been leveling up quick at the moment. That's all good. That's all handy to have. But there's a few things that are gonna need to happen here in the next little bit. And one of those is I definitely need some wood. Right now my levels are so low that a lot of things come up very quickly. It obviously will slow down. The gap between levels gets higher and higher. didn't hear him until it was almost too late. Well, basically, it was too late. No, I'm gonna need a little more pitch for what we're about to do. Oh, I do have some large sharp stones. Alright, with that land claim block placed down, a couple things are now working for me. We're starting to collect the decor for our vitality. We are also starting to collect rest from our bed, and I can upgrade that. I can have better beds placed in the area that we would get credit from, but I can also tell how many zombies are within the zone of our land claim block, which is really good for preparing to go out. There's 3 right now. The early game is such a slow slog that I've had it carry over into literally the next IRL day while still trying to, get through these base game scenarios. But while I've got a timer waiting on charcoal from the campfire as one of those necessary things we need to progress, I'm going to go ahead and get back to looting in the meantime. Back portion left, right? Yeah. Okay, so we do have some dirty water here. I was hoping for a medical book. But that's okay. That's okay. Oh, we do have a few more tier 1 items we can take back with us at tier 2. Apparently puppies are tier 2. Love how you got the flies above the dumpster. Still have 7 more minutes, so we'll drop a few things off and get on our way once again. And the school bus search is on. By the way, the project that I'm working on is we get our first wheel. That'll be important for a bike later on. Scavenging now level 2. The wooden bucket. The wooden bucket is what we're trying to get taken care of right now. So we've got to keep a close eye out on what's on the street. And we've got to make sure we also know our way home. It's so easy. So easy to get lost in the early game. One wrong turn. Venture off too far. One direction and that's it. You're done. You're toast. Right now, alleyways are like perfect for beginning level. You're going to get a few books, a few schematics, and a lot of random stuff that you're going to need. Little food items, and you're not going to encounter as many enemies in that type of scenario. The house might be a pretty easy low tier 1 to get started with. But you can see with the low scavenging just how long it takes to search everything. Just everything. Everything takes more time, more effort. 3 books. Ah, love it. Love it. That's a great find there. Just paper, though paper is important in the early game, actually throughout. Mailbox. Hey, more just paper. That garage might be a good one. Usually there's only 1 or 2 enemies in those, and generally not the toughest you're gonna face. Just me, or is that sun starting to get low? It's very cloudy, so it's really overcast right now. A little hard to tell. I don't want to go in the house itself yet, but pop it in here. Oh, she's already up. Uh-oh. That's... Sounds like somebody behind me, but I don't think it was. I think I just got freaked out from her. We're going to take this home with us. It's going to be very handy. We could take wood and take the raw tree, the logs, and shaping them into wood. You get more wood out of it with the saw, so that's great to have this early on. At some point we're going to have some base construction to do, though obviously not really where we're at. Like I said, I think that's going to be our... Let's take the extra paper. I think that's going to be our horde base for the first 2 to 3 weeks, as long as it kind of holds up. Maybe long term, for all I know. Yeah, those shadows are getting really long. I think it's almost night. We're not going to go back the same way we came, though. Let's Let's grab some more road loot. Mailbox loot. Batter up. Yep, hungry tummy. Yeah, we're getting heavy. I'm missing not being the cop at the moment. You could search those. Very handy. Sure. 9 bones. Dem bones, dem bones. Okay, 2 more mailboxes. There's our tower. Always keep your bearings. Wow, a lot of just paper. We're a little overloaded as it is, and I think that sun, yeah, that sun's about to set. That's all clear here, and it's not yet dark. I took out the first rung of the ladder. We need to get the next one brought down. That'll keep us safe. There is an inner ladder, but I haven't seen some sort of entrance from the outside. So we should be safe with that one for the short term. We'll want to get it broke down eventually. But this is about to get us through another night. Night number 3. There we go. Okay. This should keep us safe at night now. A little harder to grab the fence though with the railing around it, but that's also safer. There we go. Okay, charcoal. Let's also go ahead and read our books here. Yeah, when you do it by hand, you get 10 wood from each wooden log. By the saw, it's 12, so you're adding 2 more to it. In addition, not only do you get 12 wood instead of 10, you also get 10 scrap wood, which has its benefits as well. And with some pitch ready, I think we are now ready for the wooden bucket. Yes, we are. There we go. We pick up a perk point for finishing that. I have 3. Let's go ahead and spend those perk points. This will be the first time doing so. Early on, unless you have every advantage in the world, which you're probably not going to have, because like I said, this mod is crazy hard. Survivor is the first one to go, because the ambiance, like, vitality will kill you once you get past that first week. The bonus, the optimism in the first week will keep you alive and it keeps you fine, but very quickly vitality is going to take a nasty turn on you, and instead of having 150 health with a 50 point bonus, you're going to have the 50 point penalty, which means you're only going to have 50 health. But it's not just about having 50 health instead of 150, which obviously already makes surviving a lot harder. Almost more importantly is the mirrored situation of the stamina. Instead of a stamina bonus, more of it, quicker recovery of it, and less use of it, you're going to have all of those as penalties. You're going to have less stamina, less recovery of stamina, less recovery speed of stamina, like all of the above. And so you have got to combat vitality. You can see our bonuses have already decreased quite a bit as I go to enter now day 4. So the bonus is down to 22, and you can see we're still carrying a negative vitality, 0.68. We're at home, we're in our base, and we are still carrying a negative vitality balance. Why? Because the optimism is now maxed out at 72, and that seems to be where we are. Because why? Well, clearly we're still taking a negative, right? We're nowhere near neutral. But the ambient has dropped from like 0.8 to 0.5, 0.58. That's a quarter. That's a quarter of a percent. We're still 2/3 of a percent away, right? So we're going to need a lot more to get that neutral. But adding to it, I have an abrasion, which is an injury. That's 0.1. Abrasion will be done in 20 minutes. It's not causing me any major harm. It'd be nice to take care of. But here's one of the big things. Right? I'm bringing back decor. We've gone from virtually nothing here to a 7 of 16, and a 5 of 8, and a 1 of 4. Tier 1, 2, 3. So slowly but surely we do have things. But right now the bonus is still tiny. It's only 0.3. Barely a quarter of a point. So we've done a quarter of a point, and we've done a quarter of a point. we've saved about a half a point. Otherwise, we would have a 1 point negative. We've got a long ways to go to get the 0.68 out of this, but we are making progress. There are 3 zombies in the area, which brings me some fear. We'll be less afraid later on. And the rest bonus. Here's the thing about the rest bonus. Right now, I'm at 38%. That's to being slightly rested. And this thing is always ticking up or ticking down. The moment we leave the base, it starts ticking down. So even if I get to 100%, and we get that first rest bonus, the first rest is like 0.1. It's very minor. And then you leave base and it instantly starts ticking down. So we got to that 100, we get 3% over it, we get into that low rest category, we leave base, and within a minute, that 3%'s gone. So I don't worry about the rest bonus like I did in my first playthrough and the beginning stages of my second playthrough, learning that, oh, rest is not that useful until certain circumstances are met. Bigger, nicer beds, you build up that rest faster, and it becomes useful. Otherwise, it takes forever to get. You can't stick around forever for it. No food yet. I don't know. What are we doing on recipes to get? I still only have 1. I've picked up 1 cookbook so far, just for a baked potato. I could probably make a couple boiled eggs. I could probably do some boiled eggs, but not right this second. I do have the eggs, and we are 12 books away from bacon and eggs. So, based on that, I think boiled eggs might be my way to go here early on. The infected water is super easy to get. That's not the dirty infected water, though, but it's quick to get it from dirty infected to infected. I think that needs to be my strategy soon. Charcoal could be necessary. We very much only have 2 pitch right now, so I'm going to keep this fire burning. I'm also going to get my storage organized. I'm carrying a lot of stuff at the moment. I at least finally have a torch and could go around at night, but not if you want to live. We need to definitely operate during the day and without drawing so much attention. But that first wheel, step towards a bicycle. We've got a long ways to go to actually make the bicycle happen, though. My other playthrough, I'm 3 weeks in and about to have a bike. 3 weeks. 3 horde nights gone by, and I'm on the verge of a bike. It's a process. It's all a process. And that's going to do it for this episode. So if you like what you see here, please take a moment, click that like button, leave a comment. It really helps with the algorithm. It's the first 3 episodes that matter the most. And I am obsessed with this mod, and I'd love to bring you much more than the usual videos to the channel. I'd love to have an almost daily video for you. I know it's not going to get to that point, but I'd like to do more than just the standard 3. Right now I have slots for about 3 days a week, 3 episodes a week for this series, but that's going to depend largely on how well the audience takes to it and how obsessed I continue to be. But I only have so much time in the day to contribute, so please help with that algorithm. But that's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.